Hi, Kim here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, okay? I had a lot of drama in my life. But anyways, I'm here at my Airbnb. I booked like a month here. It's closer to work. Probably like 20 minutes away from the other one because they're trying to like float me around and stuff. So 20 minutes away from the first hospital and 30 minutes away from the other one. Either way, it's fine because like I'm used to like driving in Florida like 30-45 minutes to work. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a tour of the Airbnb. Mind you, there's a lot of stuff in here because I just got here like last night. Also, I'm wearing like a yellow as long as sleeves because it's almost spring. So yeah, um, door. I'm just gonna flip you over, and you will see the mess because I only have a few minutes because I'm gonna take you to work and see what it's like to work in a magnet hospital. So that should be fun. Okay, hold up. Alright, there is the door and then my shoes. And on your left side, you will see the kitchen. Those are like this compost, regular trash, recyclables. And I brought my mini rice cooker because it's cute. And they have this induction cooker, pretty cool. Um, Turn over here, microwave. I did a little bit of grocery shopping, and this mini fridge, all my stuff, produce. I have to work on that. And of course, the bathroom. So they have this really cute sink. And then there's me, hello. And pretty much, yep. Okay, so exiting the kitchen and the bathroom. I know I should hang that over there. But anyways, living room. I have, because I did a little bit of shopping, so there's that. And I just put my suitcase. And there's no washer here, so I kind of like hand wash myself and hang it here. So ghetto. But there's a fan. There's this cute heater thing. I'm not sure if this fireplace work, but it's empty. So there's that. And then, oh yeah, LOTD, it's my scrubs. Okay, gotta go. Um, lamp heater. Um, this is my. I need to put that away. It's my bedroom. Pretty much it. Closet. And so yeah. Okay, time to lock up. I think. I'm not sure. If these keys, I think they both work the same thing. So. I think we're good to go. There's my car waiting for me. Okay, let me give you a quick tour of the staff lounge or break room. There's actually food for sale, but you have to just Venmo to people who, sell that stuff. And this is the locker room, and I low-key struggled with this lock because I'm not really used to these dial-in locks. But anyways, I got used to it. This is our nutrition room where we mostly, get like snacks for the patient, water, sandwiches, sodas, and stuff. And this is one of our empty rooms, which got all the equipment that I need to do my job. We got a Hoyer lift. Oh my god, Dynamaps, everything. It's beautiful. It's really nice to have every stuff in there. This is our storage room, spare chairs, trays, poles, equipment. Yep. And this is our supply room. This is one of the supply rooms that almost got everything in there, which is nice. If I can't find anything, I just have to call distribution and they'll bring it up for me. Nice. And this is like one of the hallways. So outside the patient's room, like in between, there's like a workstation. So yeah. And we actually have two Omni cells that stash our medication, so that's pretty cool. And just like that, I'm on my way home. Man, wow, 12 hours just kind of like flew by for a moment. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. That's basically it. Okay, so I'm here to answer some of your basic questions, and I feel like one of that will come up sooner or later. Like, what is a magnet hospital? If you haven't Googled that already, Here in the States, if you have a magnet recognition for your hospital, it's actually a good thing because it means like better patient outcomes, low staff turnover rates, better like job satisfaction, not just for nurses, but like overall. What else? I would think like, yeah, definitely they have better patient ratio, nurse patients to staff ratio, and they have really nice equipment. And I'm really happy that I don't have to scavenge for a Dynamap. A Dynamap's like a blood pressure machine, and they have computers in every room, as you can see from the vlog. So yeah, and the staff are really nice and very helpful to me, which I'm really, really grateful for. I have to fix my hair real quick just because I saw how crazy it was. Funny thing about this hospital is that when I got hired, I actually have to sign a paperwork that says that I need to be kind, nice to other people, respectful, and stuff like that, be professional. And I'm just like, wait a minute, like, are you serious? Like, people actually sign this? And she was like, yeah, well, we have to. And then I asked the core staff if they have to sign that. And based on what they told me, like, at least the people who's been working there for a long time, it's just to avoid friction from day shift and night shift, because you know how some people are. But I'm not like one of those people. It's just like, I really thought it was a given. But I guess some people need to be reminded to be, more kind to one another. But yeah. So that paperwork kind of like help ease the tension, I guess. What else? Nurse patient staff ratio. I'm not sure if it's just this floor, but it's like 1:4. Not sure if it's all applies to the other floors like med surg, neuro, and whatever. ICU. It just I guess it just depends on like the case. If it's of course it's really critical, 1:1. I feel like everyone should strive for 1:1 because it's safer that way. What else? Their ICU setup is almost the same as back home, like sliding doors. They just have like this area where they put all the equipment and supplies, not like this floor where it actually is in one room and you have to have a code and stuff. But yeah, ICU and telemetry is just right across each other, so it's easier to access. What else? Hospital food. Over here, I don't really eat their hospital food. It's just because like there's really not much choices around here, and I still prefer like bringing my own lunch because I feel like if I have my own food, like my stash, I'm not as hungry. And if I don't have any food, I'm hungry all the time. I'm like one of those people. Like I feel like like if I don't have anything, I'll be like starving. So yeah, some of the things they do here make sense, some don't. Like, for example, if the patient brings their own medication, like, I have to, of course, get it, and then I have to physically do the paperwork before I ship it to pharmacy, and I have to, like, describe what kind of medication it is, the shape, how, like, the dose, how many grams or milligrams or whatever, and I have to have a second nurse to sign it off, especially when you're dealing with narcotics, which is totally understandable. But I'm just used to having, just put it in a bag, and pharmacy will just put it in a safe, or they will do that stuff for me. But here, I have to do all that labor, and it's just tedious. And the thing is, I can't titrate drips here, not even heparin. And whenever I have to hang a new bag, I have to have a second nurse verify it. I'm just used to just changing the bag and let the next shift kind of like verify it for me, like for each other, accounts and stuff. But yeah, a lot of things, especially with narcotics and I guess even blood thinners here requires a dual sign off. Also for hanging blood. I know some hospitals in Florida do require two nurses to kind of like sign off and check if it's, the right patient and the right blood product. I did experience that, but in my previous job, it's just me and the computer, and I just have to follow the prompts like in a U shape, and that's pretty much it. To be honest with you, I like with that I'm really comfortable because I mean the computer is, for me, I feel like it's very safe to just like for me to click and do all that. And it's just if it's a crazy night, it's hard to find another body to do a sign off with me. So yeah. Okay, change location just because I need to charge, and most of like my plugs in the living room is already, there's like stuff in there, so I'm just like whatever, I'm just going back to my bedroom. So anyways, I wrote something here in my work journal. What else to tell you? Yeah, for cath lab forms, like they don't have like an electronic version of their like form, so I have to do it physically again. So it's just a bunch of checklists, and they don't have an allergy band. But I mean, like I'm just so used to patients having all the bands, colored bands in the world. But yeah, I have to put like a tiny bit of sticker, like in a red ink, to put like the allergy. But the other staff member said, "Oh, we don't do that anymore," because like of course it's in the system before you scan the patient, scan the drug, and then it will prompt you to be like, hey, the patient is actually allergic to this. Do you still want to administer this? Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. But they do have full wristbands. And for the DNR, it's actually not a wristband. It's more like a sticker. And you need to have two RNs to verify it and check it, have to check it with your patient, verify information and stuff like that. And of course you have to write a progress note, tell the doctor about it so they can put it in. And yeah, what else? EKGs. I'm used to doing like 12 lead EKGs by myself, but over here you have to be like certified to do it. Like they will train you. Not all staff are trained to do that. The person who trained me told me like they will have to pay you additional, what is it, 50 cents if you do that to be trained or whatnot or whatever. Additional 50 cents. And I guess they're not willing to pay everyone for it, but I do it all the time, and I just put the attending's name, and then I'll just do the EKG just to catch that arrhythmia. That's my version of fishing, of like like real in real life, like you're fishing, reeling in the fish. It's me fishing, trying to catch that arrhythmia, especially if it's a flutter or fib or anything else. I like to catch that slippery fish, but sometimes it's really hard because patients do flip back and forth to normal, to arrhythmia, or whatever. Yeah, what else? Troponins over here is every 6 hours, not every 3, and I'm not really sure which troponin type they're looking for, but I feel like 6 hours is way too long. But anyways, I'm just here to work. Like I just work there. I just need to get used to their charting, pretty much. Just like Bear Grylls says, was it adapt, innovate, improvise? So yeah. Speaking of charting, they actually use Epic here, and yeah, I like Epic just because they have this tab called the brain, and it got this hourly timeline what needs to be done, and it's just a nice overview of things. With Cerner, I feel like I guess it's a little bit like simpler than Epic, because in Epic there's like so many tabs built into it, but then again, it just depends what the facility wanted, like what kind of services they wanted in their charts. And since this is Magnet Hospital, there's a lot more paperwork. With Cerner, at least with my old job, it's pretty basic. So overall, I like Epic just because even though there's so many tabs and there's so many information all across the board, that graphic design wise, I feel like as a graphic designer is too much, and there are just times where I'm just like, oh my god, I wish they would use a different font or make it bold or italic so I know which where to look, which one is important and whatnot. But it's just like in any other systems, I just need to get used to it. And I just realized I forgot to tell you another tidbit, which is
when I have to hang antibiotics. I feel like I'm so spoiled now, and I guess I kind of like took it for granted. So in Florida, when a provider ordered antibiotics, pharmacy just tube it to me, and it's all set up. Like it's all in a bag. I just have to crack open where I have to mix the powder and, like the saline together, and then I will just hang it. Or sometimes they would deliver it in a bin, like for example for vancomycin, and all the stuff is in there for me to like put all together. I know it's a lot of, just imagine the impact to the landfill. I'm not even sure if those plastics are even biodegradable. But anyways, but it's all there. Over here, I would have to log into my Omnicell, right? And take that vial of powdery stuff like the antibiotic, and I would have to find a piggyback, which is the sodium normal saline with like two tubes where I can just attach it. And then of course the tubes that goes along with it, like the primary and secondary tubes. So yeah. What else? There was a time like I couldn't find like a piggyback with that tube thing that I could just like, snap and whatever. So I was just like, wait, what did they mean? Like, should do I have to like, like World War it? Like, like I just grab like a normal saline, and then I grab like a needle so I could like spike the bag, and like old school. um and then I asked the guy who precepted me, and I was just like, is this how am I supposed to do it? I can't find the stuff, because that's the thing. If I can't find the stuff, I just have to improvise. Or like if I can't find the stuff, I just ask people, and they're like, oh, here it is. Or like I, just me finding stuff adds a lot of time and energy that I'm just like, oh, I could have been done if I just knew where the stuff is. Also, like the medications, we can stash it in the like outside, like in the workstation outside. We have these keys that access the cabinets, and we're the only ones who can access the cabinets. And that's where sometimes you can find your medications, which is kind of confusing, but they do label it which Omni, like you can get the medication, or if pharmacy stocks it and tube it up, but it doesn't really say if it's in the cabinet. If they tube it, they have a cabinet to put your, like from the tube, there's a cabinet with patient's room number, and that's how they organize stuff. And then what else? Now I'm kind of like remembering all the stuff. Oh my god, hydralazine. Hydralazine, okay? That comes from Central Pharmacy. And I'm just like, we give this medication all the time. So I'm not even sure if they can give me multiple doses. Probably, if I just ask. But I have to ask for it every single time I have to give it, which I think is ridiculous. It should have been in any Omnicell. Yeah, I kind of miss that. Like everything is there, all to set up, just hang it. Yeah, kind of miss that. Yeah, that made me feel like I was spoiled from my other hospital. So yeah, in that department, I kind of low key missed that part. So there's that. Okay, so another thing, I forgot which medication it was, but it's another antibiotic, and it comes in this like small bottle thing with powder, and I have to mix it with another, like thing with 220 ml of normal saline. I would mix it all together, and then I would just inject that to a patient. I'm so used to it, like, coming in a bag form, and I will just hang it in IV form. So, those things, I'm just like, yeah. So if you push it in the patient's vein, you have to, push it slowly in 3 minutes or more. So I'm like, standing there for quite a while just chatting. But yeah, I'm just so used to hanging stuff and not, like pushing it in people's vein, unless it's like, like metoprolol or something, or hydralazine. Um, yeah. Now that I look back of all the things that I'm used to doing, and how much freedom and power I have. Kind of like missed the old one, but oh, the thing is, let's talk about power. Okay, let's talk about power. Oh my gosh, so oh my god, I'm just like remembering all this stuff now. Okay. So another thing, Zofran, IV, or like PRNs in general. I'm just used to having my PRNs like my Tylenol, my Zofran, whether it's IV or PO, just there, just there. It's pretty standard, right? But not all my patients have that in their PRNs. So I have to ask the provider for it, even in the middle of the night. And speaking of Tylenol, they have the Tylenol PO and suppository. So if you click that you gave PO, it will link to the suppository one, so you don't accidentally like give both of them once or at the same like like time frame or like Q4. So like, oh, you gave this Tylenol PO at this hour. Oh well, I don't know if you can use a suppository. To be honest, I don't really like putting a suppository medication in my patients. Just freaking weird. Um, let's go back talking about power. So Zofran IV, they gave me like a guideline. Like they ordered it like Zofran 4 to 8, was it grams or milligrams? I forgot. Every 6 hours, and I'm just like, what? What do you like? I can choose how much Zofran they can give. Also with pain medications, like the provider would order like 50 to 100 milligrams of, I don't know, let's say tramadol. I think it might be tramadol, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Like there's like I can give like 100, and it will be in the same. Just if you look at the PRN orders, it'll be just there, and you scan it. You say like you gave like 100. And I'm just not used to it. I'm just used to having PRNs like if the patient's pain scale is this much, you can give this much of pain medication. If it's greater than that, you can give like much more higher dosage. I have to look into it. Maybe there is like no, I think it is. No, most of my patients are in terrible pain, so I just give them the higher dosage anyway. And of course, when it comes to pain medication, we always have to try the non pharmacological intervention first, and Tylenol first, and then, like, for example, if they don't have any pain medication, I would have to give, of course, Tylenol, and then I can ask the provider. I feel like that's pretty standard everywhere. That's pretty much it for now, and I'll just edit myself if I thought of anything more. So yeah, I'm not really sure how long I'll be here, but so far everyone likes me. So yeah, there's that. I hope you enjoy this vlog. I hope you're not bored. I mean, if you are, just click it off, whatever. I don't think you'll be in this end bit anyways. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. I hope you like what you saw in the vlog. I can't really show you like how I chart and stuff because there's like patient information there, and of course HIPAA and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like my life here so far. Let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts about it. We can talk it out and stuff. And so yeah, see you in the next vlog. Ciao for now.